From the all right, so let us continue with what we were doing. So, so what do you do to 2y to get 6xy? Anybody?
Multiply by 3x, sir.
You times it by 3x. All right, so 3x times the numerator, which is 3x. 3x times 3x give you what?
9y. 9x squared, sorry.
9x squared. Okay. And then now what do you do to the 6x to get 6xy?
Multiply it by y, sir.
All right, so 5y times y give you what?
5y squared.
5y squared. Can we simplify that any further than the numerator?
No, sir.
All right, so that would give us the answer for that one. Everybody good with that? Let me see the hands of those who got the answer to this one. Okay. All right. Let us continue. All right, so question 7. What's the LCM here? LCM for question 7, guys.
5z, sir.
5z. All right, so we can write this 3x over 1, so the denominator would be 1. So what do you do to 1 to get 5z?
Multiply 1 times 5z, sir.
So the numerator times 5z equal to what? 3x times 5z?
15xz, sir.
All right, 15x. All right, so what do we do with 5z now to get 5z?
Times 1.
So our numerator times 1, which is 4y times 1, will just give you back
4y.
4y. Can we simplify our numerator any further? Can we add or subtract anything in the numerator? All right, so we'll leave the answer as is. All right, moving along. Next one. We want the LCM for this one now. Anybody? LCM for 8 and 5?
40.
What do you do to 5 to get 40?
Multiply by 8, sir.
Sorry, remember we have a 1 over here.
Yeah, right.
1 over 1 is the same as. So what do we do to the 1 to get 40?
40, sir. 1 times 40.
So 1 times 40. So our numerator going to be times 40. So we'll just simply have 40 in the numerator. So the next one, what do we do to 5 to get 40?
Multiply by 8, sir.
All right, so we say 8 times the numerator, which is 2x. 8 times 2x give you what?
16.
16x. What do we do to this 8 now to get 40?
Multiply by 5, sir.
So 5 times the numerator, 5 times x.
5x.
All right, so how can we simplify now what we have in the numerator?
16x plus 5x is 21, sir. So we get 40 minus 21x over 40 for the answer.
All right, so we have 40 minus 21x
Over 40.
over 40. Okay. All right, everybody's good with that? Show your hand if you are okay with that question, guys. Miss Green, how are you getting along? Mr. Lamar?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to clear this and move on. All right, so question 9. We want our LCM for question 9 would be what? What's the LCM here, guys?
Seven, sir.
All right, so what do we do? Remember now, this is 3m over 1. What do you do to 1 to get 7?
Multiply it by 7, sir.
Numerator, 3m times 7 give you what?
21, sir. 21m.
All right. What do you do to 7 to get 7?
1, sir. Times 1.
All right, remember now, this is a negative. Now, guys, remember, keep your expressions that you have in a numerator in brackets, because that will be very, very crucial with the signs. So if we say 7 into 7, what do we do to 7 to get 7? We times it by 1. So we're going to have 1 here times what we have in the bracket, 2m plus n. And when we remove the bracket now, what do we get?
19m plus n.
So we'll write over 21m now we have minus 2 times m minus 1 times 2m minus 2m and then minus 1 times n give you a minus n. When we simplify, 21 minus 2 and 21m minus 2m give you
19m, sir.
and then now what remaining after you take away the 2m, then you have 9. Sorry, you just have n. I write back that over 7. All right, everybody good with that? All right, so let us clear this. All right, so for the next question, question 10, doing it below here. What's the LCM here, guys?
Four, sir.
All right, so 4 into itself goes how many times?
1, sir.
All right, so we'll do with the 1.
We multiply it by the numerator. So we have 1.
All right, so now in this case, this numerator, where you don't have any negative sign here, and you're not multiplying by a negative, you could just put back everything here without putting it in bracket. Once you understand that 1 times what you have in the numerator, give you back the entire numerator. So that would be just 3a plus
5B.
5A, 5B rather. Now, what you want to ensure that once you're multiplying by a negative, you keep these in brackets. All right, so the next thing here we have a negative. So now we say 2, what we do to the 2 to get 4?
Times it by 2, sir.
All right, so our numerator must be times by. So we have A minus 3B.
Okay.
All right, so now what we want to do, we want to simplify by removing the brackets and then simplify. So we would have what? 3A
Plus 5B
plus 5B
minus 2
minus,
times A, negative 2A,
so minus
2A,
2A, what else?
and minus 2 times 3B would give you plus 6B.
Plus 6B, all right. All right, now once we have expanded and remove our brackets, if we add like terms, now what we get?
2A from 3A, so it'll leave us with A, and the 6B plus 5B would give you plus 11B. So the answer should be A plus 11B over 4.
All right, so A plus 11. This is a little bit too much. Let me just fix this, guys. So we would have A plus 11B over 4. All right, so that would give you the answer for these guys. All right, so everybody's good with these? Raise your hand if you're comfortable with these guys. All right, very good, Mr. Lamar. Anybody else? It's green, very good. Anybody else? Ms. Dorothy? All right, I suspect that Ms. Wilson is already comfortable. All right, moving on. Here we have 4 more questions. And so I would like you to just quickly do these 4 questions. And maybe after these 4 questions, we'll see how far we go. We might, if you finish quick enough, we can go on, continue, but if not, we are going to stop after these questions. All right, so I'll just give you about 5 minutes to try and do these. So your 5 minutes begins now, guys. right, so Ms. Wilson is finished. I trust that you should at least all pretty much at this point, it should be finished. All right, so let us just quickly go through these. So for the first one, let me just start off here. All right, what's the LCM for this one, guys?
Six, sir.
All right, so we have 6 as our LCM. So what we're going to do now, we're going to say, what do we do to 6 to get 6? We times it by 1. So we could just rewrite our numerator here. 3m minus 5n. And that would have been the numerator for the first fraction. Now we put back our minus sign now for the next fraction. So what do we do to the 2 now to get 6?
Times 3.
All right, so we have to have 3, keep whatever we have over here in brackets, so 3 times 3m minus 7n. All right, so we want to know, remove the brackets. I'm sorry about that, guys. So we can rewrite 3m minus 5n. Now, removing the brackets, now we have negative 3 times 3m give you?
Minus 9m, sir.
Minus 9m. Negative 3 times negative 7n.
Plus 21.
Plus 21n. All right, let us simplify by adding like terms in the numerator now, what we get.
21 and 21 take away 5n, so leave us with 16n, and 3 from minus 9m would leave with minus 6m.
So
So it should be
21n,
minus 6m.
21n minus 5n give you?
Yes. 16n.
16n. And then now we have 3m minus 9m leave you with what?
Minus 6m.
Minus 6m. This is a little bit too much. So we have 16n minus 6m. Now, can we simplify this any further, guys?
No, sir.
All right, but if you look carefully though, we could factor out the numerator. What can we use to factorize the numerator?
The 6.
What would be common with 16n and 6m? Find out 8,
2, sir.
All right, so we can factorize our numerator with 2 as the 8th. So 2 into 16 and give you what?
18.
8n. And 2 into negative 6m give you?
3.
3m. And then now our denominator, we can cancel the 2 with itself. 1 and 2 with 6 goes?
3.
3. All right, so this would simplify into 8n minus 3m over 3. All right. Now, your answer would not be wrong from here. That would be correct. However, they may give you an extra mark just to simplify this. So if you did not do this simplification, you would have lost that mark. So maybe 1 or 2 marks they will give you to simplify this. All right. All right. Everybody should be good with that. Moving along. Next question. LCM for this one going to be what? What's the LCM here, guys?
$20, sir.
20. And then now, what you do to 4 to get 20?
You times it by 5.
So you will have to now multiply numerator by 5. So 5 brackets x minus 2. Then put back your plus sign. What you do to this 5 to get 20?
So you times by 4.
All right, so the numerator will be 4 times 2, which will give you 8. All right, so if you remove the brackets, you will get 5x
minus 10.
5x minus 10
Plus 8.
plus 8 over 20. What would that simplify it into?
So it would be 5x minus 2 because you're over 10.
All right, so
And you
5x
pay it in here.
minus 2
Over 20.
over 20. All right, so that would be the answer for the second one. Everybody good so far? Raise your hands, guys, if you're okay.
Sorry, it should be minus 6.
For which one?
Minus 10 plus 4. Oh, 8. Sorry, sir.
It's 8, sorry about
Never
that.
realized. Yeah.
It's actually 8. Let me fix that. All right, so everybody is good with this one then. All right, moving along then. Next question is question 13. LCM for this one would be what? Come guys, they're moving slow. So what do we do to 3 to get 12?
Times 4, sir.
4 times the numerator. What do we do to this 4 to get 12?
Times 3, sir.
Well, minus 3 times this numerator. All right, so removing the brackets in the numerator, we get 4x minus 20 minus 3x plus 6 all over 12. We simplify what we have in the numerator, what we get. We'll have 4x minus 3x give you.
X, sir.
And then we have minus 20 plus 6 give you what?
Minus 14.
And we put back that over.
Right.
All right, everybody's good with that. Raise your hand if you're comfortable with this one, guys. Moving on to the next question. So we are at question 14. All right, so what would be the LCM here?
30, sir.
LCM?
30.
30, all right. All right, so what do you do to 10 to get 30?
Multiply it by 3.
All right, so we're going to use 3 times the numerator. That's 3 times 3x
Minus 5.
minus 5. What do you now do to 15 to get 30?
2, sir.
So you multiply the numerator by 2. There's 2 times 2x, that
Minus 3.
all right, so let us simplify by removing the brackets. 3 times 3x give you,
9x.
and 3 times minus 5,
15, sir.
minus 15, and plus 2 times 2x.
4x, sir.
All right, good. And then we have 2 times minus 3.
Minus 6, sir.
All right, and that is all over 30. And we simplify the numerator now, what we get.
9x plus 4x, sir, is 13x.
So that
And
is 13x.
yes, sir, and minus 15 and minus 6 give you minus 21.
All right, so that would be minus 21. And that would be all over
Okay.
30. All right, is everybody good at those? Raise your hand, guys. Raise your hands. All right. All right, guys, so we'll stop here for today. And so we'll meet tomorrow when we continue with our classes. All right, so I'm going to just stop here for now.